Welcome, adventurers, to Chronicles of Legend. Don't forget to praise Tiamat!
For Bahamut!
Boo! So, last time our adventurers found themselves, or the heroes of Frostfire, I should say, within their hall at the Council of all of Faerun, to try to convince the members to join them in their cause for Bahamut and against Tiamat. So, as that happens, Leosin had just called everybody to order, the first Council of Legends. You start to see all the different delegates and all the leaders, princes, kings, dukes, and other individuals begin to slowly make their way to the large center oak table to begin discussing what to do. It's a slow process, though, so you still have some time before that happens.
Yes.
Basil, you just ended up having a conversation with Ether.
Dallin Winterbound.
That's what I said. The Dallin Winterbound. And he raises his eyebrow at you.
Dallin,
Yes.
can I speak candidly with you?
Of course. And he pets his wolf.
What I said before about dying in battle and eternal reward,
Right.
I'm glad that resonates, and I'm grateful to have learned it. But if I'm being honest, I can't ask others to fight for a good death. My best friend's always saying that everyone deserves a good death. And she's not wrong, but that's not why we're fighting, and that's not why we're asking for help. A good life comes first. And against Tiamat, the only hope that any of us have for any sort of life after this is if we work together. So just when you rally the people you represent, please don't leave that part out.
He nods and he ruffles the head of his pet wolf, who looks at him and goes, "Woof, woof." And he looks up and he says, "Of course, I understand. I will do that, Basil. Thank you."
Thank you.
So, I'll probably be the last one up there.
Understandable.
I have social anxiety.
I understand you deeply. Me too. We'll save you a corner seat.
All right, and he kind of just recedes back into the darkness.
Okay.
No, into the sun.
Yeah,
Into the
darkness.
a little bit. Yeah, Homer Simpson, the bush thing. So, okay.
And I would like to head with everybody else.
Great, okay. All right, what's everybody's passive perception?
18.
18?
19.
19?
10.
10? It's 10 plus your wisdom plus if you have anything in perception.
Man.
That's
So, like, 9.
Great, okay, Razwar?
Not good.
It's probably 10, yeah.
10, okay. Basil, as you finish your conversation, you notice one of your compatriots has rejoined the fray. Walking in through a little side door is Enialis. And you hear the door, there's lots of commotion still bustling. I mean, low volume, but the door closes behind him, and
Enialis.
So because it's domed, you can hear the voice when it's domed. It's like with a can and a string kind of thing. Yeah, so that.
I'm back.
You're back. How's Talkie?
I hope to find out more about that.
Okay. We were worried when you weren't there.
What happened?
Do you want to stand next to each other and not whisper across the hall?
Sure. I make way over to Basil.
Okay. At this point, who had a perception higher than 14?
Me.
Oh, yeah, you see him as well.
Where have you been? I was worried about you.
That mom look, it's terrifying.
Next time, why don't you tell us before you go? Don't leave a little cryptic note in your room. You know, I don't have time to reprimand you right now. This is war, son. I make my way over to the table, leave it behind. I want to pass near Vex and Anna
Okay, sure.
as I'm walking.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna kind of go past and.
Like Amalia, and she goes over and just hugs you. Like really, it's a very, very warm, fiery
Great.
hug. All right, and she kisses you on the cheek.
Oh,
Yes.
I do it very,
Amalia,
Southern
thanks so
Coast style. Mwah.
Oh yeah.
Two
All right,
sides.
Your makeup's still perfect afterwards.
Thank you.
First,
All right. We don't. It's lovely to see you, my dear. We don't have time to chat, but I wanted to say hello. Is this Anna?
like, yeah, you met her when after, resurrected and everything.
Shit! Oh my god! I've been...
Really, my
It's
dear,
just because she looks so good today.
Yes.
It's hard.
It's-
I had pregnancy brain! I was
Wonderful.
pregnant. Oh my god. I'm really...
Amalia, just because someone isn't wearing makeup doesn't mean that you shouldn't recognize them.
I said I was pregnancy brained.
Oops.
I have very small brain.
That's
She's
totally
in
all right,
super
my
fancy
dear.
armor, though. So.
You look beautiful today, says Anna.
Thank you. I'm embarrassed now. I'm just gonna go fuck off now. Just
Wonderful.
make
Well,
my way over to the table
and
and sit down.
Vex comes over. You two are together?
I made my way.
Oh, okay.
Are we together?
Vex goes to you, like, John.
What?
Oh my god, are we married?
John,
Vex?
have you seen any Alice? I haven't seen him some time.
I'm gonna
he
walk
has
by
been
right
missing-
then.
I found him. He is right there.
Wow, good job. 10 perception?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And she looks over you, and she's delighted to see you. She runs over and says, "Any Alice, like, how have you been? I missed you.
I've been better, my friend.
Have you..." And she stops for a second and looks at you, like, very deadpan.
Mm-hmm.
What have you done?
I'll tell you another time.
Any Alice?
I give her a quick hug and move on.
And she pushes you back.
Oh.
What have you done, Eddie Alice? And it resounds throughout the whole hall.
Thanks.
Oh, hey, Annie Alice is back.
So the final member of the heroes of Frostfire.
Vex, what are you talking about?
Friends.
Eddie Alice, come with me. And she touches your forehead, and you find yourself on the roof
Bye
of the
again.
castle.
Yes!
Ben,
I got out of the meeting!
Make your way to the table, please.
Everyone, gather round.
Eddie Alice, I know what you've done.
I didn't have much of a choice.
You saved my life, only to throw yours away?
I haven't thrown it away, though.
Show me it.
I show her the little watch thingy.
And she grabs your hand and puts up her hand, and some dragon magic seeps through and out and around in a puff. 364 days?
Give or take. I didn't have a choice.
That's not true.
But it is.
You know who didn't have a choice? My father. When I was a young girl, I was afflicted by Draco Rage. It's an illness that Tiamat spread upon our people. So she can control them and kill them at her will. My father gave up his life for me. Sacrificed himself to Tiamat, Annie Alice.
Then you should understand my decision. I only gave up part of mine to save my family.
That is not... No! I refuse. Have you told everybody?
Not yet.
Like, that's...
They have much more important things to worry about right now.
You're important, Annie Alice.
I have time.
You don't have time. In less than a year?
That's plenty of time. A lot can happen. We can save a lot of lives. And save the entire verse.
Roll for persuasion, please.
I can't persuade my way out of a paper bag.
How much was your total?
2. I have a negative on that. I'm just straightforward.
It's... No. I must do something about this. If it takes me 1,000 deaths, I will change Kronos' mind.
As long as you always come back to us, do what you feel is right. We can't lose you again.
And she looks off to the side. Fine. She takes out a dragon.
She takes out another dragon.
Dragon inside of dragon.
Takes out.
We're fearing what?
She takes out a dagger. It has the head of a dragon. And she slashes her palm open.
Yes.
And it begins to drip with blood.
Blood bond. Blood down.
And then she puts her palm up to your face. You can feel the heat and the blood come down. And as she takes it away, the blood coalesces into like a scar.
Dope.
What is this, my friend?
Like you'll know in time.
Oh, and now you're the one keeping the secrets.
I will come back before your numbers are over, before your days are through, and we will defeat Tiamat together.
Well, I was always hoping to do that with you as well.
Goodbye, Niels.
Goodbye, my friend.
And she leans back, and her wings sprout. She becomes a dragon, and she flies up into the sky, roars on her way out, and she fades off into the sunset.
Okay, now how do I get off the roof? I start looking for a tower that wasn't destroyed.
There's
At
actually
which point I notice the tower that was destroyed and go, the hell happened while I was gone?
nothing. So there's actually a skylight right next to you. You can drop down into the chamber if you want to.
I just kind of hang my feet over the edge and kind of watch.
Okay. All right, the rest of you? You're heading to the table then?
Yes.
All right, there's 6 seats on one side near the center of the table. How would you like to sit?
I sit really quickly on the end and I like pat the seat.
I go sit next to Basil.
Okay, so you're on one of the ends? Okay, there's people next to you. It's a long table. There's going to be
Oh,
probably
cool.
like 30 total people.
Sweet.
Okay, all right.
I pull out a chair for Amelia and sit next to her.
Okay, wonderful.
Great. I will sit next to Vahara, in between Vahara and John.
Okay, and the end seat on the other side?
We can. I'll lean over to them. We can leave the end seat open for any Ellis so he can slip on in. Raswell, come sit next to. I don't know.
Vex was mad.
Yeah, Vex was mad. And Raswell, sit next to John.
So I take up 2 seats.
Yeah, plate mail.
Come here, buddy.
A butler of sorts comes over and gives you like a royal large plate mail chair.
Nice. War chair.
All right. At this point, everybody begins to sit down. And who's on the end? You said one end's empty?
It's empty.
Sarissa sends that to you. Queen Sarissa says that
Oh,
to you.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's good to see you again.
It's good to see you too.
How's the queenly stuff going?
It's a lot of work. It's a lot
Yeah.
of work. But I'm doing it. My father's let me rule, and I'm going to rule like my mother did.
It must be nice having him back.
Yeah, it is. But the ordning's not so good.
Oh?
Yeah. Some
Weren't we
giants.
we were supposed to do something with that.
Wait a minute. Chronicles of Nothing Burger. Okay.
If there's something we can help with, we will.
We'll talk later. Oh, and Bubbly?
Oh, yeah!
He's yours now.
Thanks for bringing. Oh. Bubble.
The muscle crab?
The crab, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
Oh,
what his
yeah.
name is.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
Bubbly.
Bubbly.
Monsieur.
Bubbly. Hey, Bubbly.
Pet the giant crab.
Okay. He flexes his biceps and goes back to the other, I don't know, the workout room or something.
The workout room.
He's in the gym, getting swole.
Games.
He's at the Temple of Swole.
He's at the praise swole.
Can we fit him with armor?
I mean, I suppose.
Yeah.
He could
Armor
be,
is armor.
he could be your mount, I guess.
I mean, you can armor a warhorse. Why can't you armor a war crab?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll give him some runes.
And the only thing, you wouldn't be able to ride him if you're large.
No, just for him.
Okay. Great. Okay.
Is Anna still here, or did she leave?
Anna sat down, but there's a spot empty next to her.
Okay.
We need to talk at some point.
That's cryptic.
That's
I have
kind of
a
what we
lead.
do around here anymore.
Can we just say what we're feeling?
This is what Chronicles of Legend is going to be about, I think.
And all of us sitting awkwardly, like 2 seats away from it.
We all have these incredible stories.
I'd like to make eyes across the table to Anna. She is looking at.
Yeah, she's looking up and she's looking a little upset / perturbed /
Okay.
not in a bit of a mood.
I'm
And
trying to
she'll see-
look at her.
What?
because you couldn't remember who she was.
What, Amalia?
Shh. I'm gonna cut that out in post.
No. What? And she leans over to you, and she talks to you telepathically. Like, what, Amalia?
Where did Vex go?
Vex?
In any allies?
Vex is gone. I'm not very happy about it.
She's not going to be at the council.
No.
What happened?
Something between her and Alice. He made some choices.
I'm sorry,
wait.
I'm sorry, I really needed to be a part of this conversation.
Oh, wait, you're a you're not a dragon, but you have some of your draconic... Will you allow him to come in? It's up to you. You can allow him to come in or not.
No, this is ABC
What's he
Conversations.
doing?
AB Conversation. See you way out. I like mind slap him out. He needs to be in the bathroom.
She got
Give
my
him
side.
Nancy.
Go to the Temple of Soul with the crab.
Face off.
Go to the Temple of Swole. Don't come back until you're swole.
That's great. That's great. Yeah.
I'm just, I guess, talking to her telepathically.
Okay.
Oh,
She's already told me everything.
right. And Ellis just got back. He hasn't been here. He's been looking for Taki.
Right. But before that,
What about before that?
that's between you and him. Well, you're grouped together. It's not my place to say.
All right. No, I respect that. Thank you.
Right.
All right. Well, you can stay.
You just yelled that.
Oh,
She's right next to you.
I missed you.
This is when you call a busy line and go,
Molly can't answer the phone right now.
I'm gonna move over a seat.
oh, to the edge?
Yeah, to the info.
Further away.
Okay.
He doesn't
Yeah.
want to survive John. All right, and then I kind
Me
of.
and John who's yelling out loud.
Oh, okay. That was an empty spot, yes.
I'll just kind of nod to Hannah and then kind of direct my.
All right, she kind of
attention
puts her face on whatever I'm doing right now.
She looks moody.
Moody face and just looks around at the council. All right, anything else before we begin here?
How'd it go?
I think well, as well can be when dealing with someone who is just drunk off their ass.
Oh.
But I think we have them. I think the
Is there
adventurers
no
will stand-
alcohol over here?
Oh, good.
Here.
Yes, I think the adventurers will be standing
one
with
job.
us, even if they are standing on one leg. So,
Get the pipe out
Yes.
and I blow a little set of letters down to where they're sitting.
Okay.
Said,
try to
I'm
see
up here.
Oh, really? Yeah, of course. Go roll perception. Oh, you
yeah.
smell family, right? Oh, wait, we just said Was that a thing we're doing or not? I really
I know. I think that's home brewed now. That
shower, damn it.
the hair can smell.
You smell the
It's a
scent,
cantrip.
the pine
You smell
aroma scent
family.
of the
Oh my
pipe
god,
that we have
Dwarves like
ourselves,
taking
yes.
that cantrip.
Yeah.
It wasn't me.
I'd like to smell.
I'm just gonna call up, pass that down!
This is a really awkward meeting.
Okay.
There's much to speak about. We should settle ourselves.
Yes.
That's the stuff.
At this point, the table is almost full of all the delegations, and if there's any talking, it's kind of gone down to a murmur or just a whisper.
I'm gonna use Mage Hand to send it back up.
Okay. Okay, flying.
Passing
flying.
via mage hand.
I love that.
Nice.
No, I mean, this is a magical group. No one's paying attention.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so what?
No,
Are you
just
just clearing your throat?
proceed.
Okay. All right. Attention! Attention! And
Sorry.
finally, everyone settles down. There's a cat hanging from the ceiling on all fours. Okay. He adjusts his monocle and gets up on the table. At which point, and he displays out a bunch of maps and other sort of documentation.
I thought you were going to say that he splays out on the table
Looks at that sunspot.
and knocking stuff off the window.
I'm sorry.
Leave your web.
He's a Leonin. Anyway, where was I? Yes. Welcome, one and all, to the first Council of Legends. We'll speak of matters pertaining to the Second Dragonfall War and the rise of Tiamat. We've all had introductions, so we can begin in earnest. And there's you hear someone coughing. and you see Sir Istival, the Dragon Knight. He says, wait, I apologize. No, ow, my fucking leg. We have a tradition in Cormyr. Every war council must first begin when the heroes tell us their most epic feats. And that way, your achievements, we know that you're worthy of leading us. What do you think, Table? And here's some... Aye, here.
Sure.
You wish us to weave tales, so we shall.
Weave.
And will you do so in return?
I'm not a hero of Frostfire.
Oh, okay.
John, start us.
Well, my most harrowing tale begins on a dark and stormy night.
No, is this the
Oh, God.
The viewers at home, fast forward the next 5 minutes.
Wait, is this the Mind Flayer? Please be the Mind Flayer.
Dark and
Catch
stormy
a Molly's
night.
reaction on TikTok.
We were crawling through the bowels of the deepest, darkest dungeon. Oh, there were losses in the thousands. But we soldiered on until we came to a chamber, the center of which laid a mind flayer. These fearsome creatures, unmatched by many, took control of the situation by relinquishing our magical powers, entering our minds, screeching their attacks in psychic pain. My party,
You were there.
my friends, my family, they all stood no chance against this mighty foe. Their attacks fell upon fell ears. They fell. I fell. But I saw weakness in the mind flayer. And I pulled the dagger. This dagger. And I don't have my dagger, so I'm going to cast a minor illusion and create a likeliness of the dagger.
Okay, yeah.
This dagger, I pulled it. And with my heart true and my mind set, I flung the dagger through space and time, across deserts, across the universe itself. And it struck true at the heart of the flayer, slicing its icky tentacles off, which roiled about the ground. The mind flayer fell. I stood over its body champion, having slain it by myself, with no help from my useless compatriots.
John, you're supposed to be talking us up, you moron!
And Conrad said, that's quite a tale. You're a right hero, mate.
Oh, God.
Thank you. But if I'm being honest, that was not the most daring thing I've ever done for our group.
But wait, there's more.
You said one story, bro.
We don't have time next!
Thank you for your time.
I think the thing that took the most spirit was when I flung myself from the tower after my love to save her from death.
And you hear the drunk guy said, oh, did you bang?
Eventually, yes.
God sake.
It's true. It's like midair.
Hers to that! I know what that means now. Okay, that's fantastic. Okay, but we time for one more, perhaps.
How do we follow that? Oh, goodness.
I remember another time!
That's enough. I will kind of smack my fist on the table and I will say, I ripped the heart from the Sultan of the City of Brass right out of his chest. And I crushed it with my own 2 hands.
Hear, hear! And it's like a huge round of applause. For Hera!
Also, I am the heiress to the City of Brass.
Whisper,
The Sultan was my father, Caecilius.
Secrets revealed.
And I'm going to be saying this directly at the Elven King as well.
Okay. Unbelievable.
Believe it or not,
Can you bring that army to bear?
it is my plan.
We'll see.
The armies of the City of Brass will kneel before me. And they will fight this war.
Okay. Is that enough?
Damn!
Should we begin?
At one point, I
Yes!
was a dragon.
Can I now use... I'm going to have Mage Hand cover his mouth now.
Mage, I don't think, does Mage Hand stop sound?
We've literally done this
Oh,
before.
you've done it before, yeah. It's just slightly muffled. Slightly muffled.
I sort of
With a-
scratch the side of my face and some scales fall off.
Should we talk about Imrith?
We also brought...
Razwa, talk
Listen.
about Imrith.
We could go on for days. You all are here because you've heard tale of what we have done and what we are capable of. We've brought down blue dragons and conquered cities and brought down trolls and giants, and I had my child ripped out from under me the second she was born. Can we get to it?
Here,
I could spend all day telling the tales of what my friends have done, but it's a waste of time. People are dying and Tiamat has risen. I saw her before my eyes.
Turns a knot. What?
She has my daughter captive.
You hear whispers, have you seen Tiamat?
Yes.
If it was not for my husband's sacrifice, I would not be here today. He no longer has his dragon abilities because she ripped it from him. From his very soul. It is not time to sit around and drink beers and tell merry tales. This is war.
There's a lot of nodding, and the council gets quiet.
And then you
And
hear
serious and
muffled
focused.
clapping from the ceiling.
And you're either with us or against us.
Yeah, and that's why we're here. I agree, Vera. Things
Carry on.
are turning dire. Tiamat, the scaled tyrant, is rising as we speak. Countless forces across Faerun, as we know, are gathering under her wings, her banner. Chaos is unfolding onto the realms. Her plan is the utter annihilation of us all. Now, there is a glimmer of hope. We have been informed by the metallic Council of Worms that while her rise is indeed upon us, it is not inevitable. There exists 5 chromatic dragon masks within our realms. And each those who hold one, willingly or otherwise, is corrupted and influenced to become a worm speaker, a herald of Tiamat, a vessel to empower her entry into the prime material plane.
Do we have any leads on where these masks are?
Well, mates, of course we do. I'll ruin triangulation magic.
Harlock, I'd like you to take the floor, please.
Of course. And Harlot steps up. But as he does,
He's not just a pilot.
perhaps he's not. But as he does, so he just literally goes to stand up, and the doors of the hall burst open, and a cloaked figure in blue makes calculated moves. He's surrounded by numerous soldiers that reek of undead. And immediately, various members of the delegation jump up and shout in alarm. Their swords are drawn, spells are ready.
What?
Who goes there?
None! Calm yourselves. Calm yourselves. I believe this is the last member of this council that is yet to arrive.
The Archmage.
Sylvira, I presume?
And as you say that, this individual puts down their cloak. And before you see a blue winged feral tiefling with short black hair, solid black eyes,
It's not Sylvira.
and dark black blue scholarly robes. There's an insignia of a Dean of Candlekeep emblazoned on his upper chest. And with a gesture of arcane necromantic energy, all the undead bow in reverence at once.
Is this Judgment? Yes! I was like, that's not Sylvira.
He puts his fingers together in like a Siebel position.
Yes! Oh my god, we love it! Bring it together! Oh my gosh, you should check out our Avernus campaign anyways.
He says, yes, I am Judgment, representative of Candlekeep, and of the Archmage's Council of Faerun. The pleasure's yours, I'm sure.
We were expecting another. Surprised you were here, but glad.
And Ravengard jumps up. And he says, Judgment, never thought I'd see you again after hell. And he moves in to try to, go in for a hug, and Judgment sort of gives him a sideways glance. and Ravengard just kind of nods. He says, I have borne witness to the incredible deeds of Judgment and his compatriots in Avernus. They redeemed the archdevil Zerio.
Avernus.
Yes, Avernus is the place.
That was like,
I mean, did you know of 4?
And who are you talking to?
To Ravengard, he's telling the story, right?
Right, yes, it's part of his team. There were 6, if I recall.
What?
Do you remember 4 when we were in the realm of when we fought and stuff?
Yeah, that metal man.
Yeah.
Metal Man.
He knew my aunt.
They saved Toril and brought an end to the Blood War. Yet even they could not stop Tiamat. Know that his words ring true, and he has my full support.
Welcome.
It seems the judgment that has been passed on you has been good. Sit.
And he walks over behind him, trails sort of like some necromantic energy, it's like green and black, and sort of falls to the ground a little bit as he goes. And his undead sort of go back in the wall in like a guard position. And as he does, he sits down, adjusts himself a little bit, and he's very straight. And he says, yes, we attempted to quench the rise of Tiamat at the source, piercing her prison in Avernus. However, the plans of her lord, Archon the Cruel, were too far along. And the catalyst for her rise was already inevitable. We managed to defeat Archon by the realm some time, but now the true confrontation is underway.
So, all right. Well, we know her rise to be cyclical, no?
Yes, it surely
Your group was
is.
very brave.
Have the Archmages any leads as to where any of these chromatic masks might be? The worm speakers? Anything?
Well, Harlock, with the power of his people, perhaps can triangulate where it is.
Yes. Right, Harloon triangulation magic. I just think for you, we've identified 3 of them.
All right.
Excellent.
3 of 5.
3 of the 5.
Better than 0.
Who controls these masks?
That we don't know. In fact, Tiamat's magic is strong, and we can't pinpoint a position unless we're close. Now, each of the masks we identified is close to the fronts of our war. One in the north, in the Cold Lands, one in the central front, in the Chandler Woods, and one in the south, around Halrua, let's say. The Worm Speakers, as far as you understand, function as the generals behind the lines.
Right.
If we retrieved the 3 masks, do you think that they would help triangulate the other 2?
Perhaps, yes.
Doesn't make sense.
Do we even want to do that? They need all 5 to do the ritual. We want to separate them.
Yes, but they're already protecting borders that are weak.
Yes.
Roswell has a point, though. One should consider, should we amass these, we must be wary.
Yes, certainly.
And as I say that, I look around this table, and I see some of you that still need to be convinced. So I say before we talk of strategy, we ensure that every single one of you has the right plan in mind.
Pollock, we do not want you revealing the precise location until the Harris words have been heard.
What?
She's saying that we want to know everyone's loyal to the plan before you tell them what it is.
Thank you.
Right, understood that.
So I ask, who calls dissent? Who questions the cause?
Conrad raises his hand.
I did not talk to you, bro.
Right, you have my support, but the Dragonhorn is sounding in my lands, the Cold Lands. We need help. Not only that, Razwar's army is stationed out in Damara. Thay is close. Dragons have appeared, raising and killing. Our own people have started to go mad. Eyes white, killing under the name of Tiamat. It's blasphemy.
We have seen that firsthand.
Yes.
There was an attack on our very home last night. Same thing. Our soldiers, loyal soldiers, corrupted, eyes gone white, unable to move or speak.
Well then help us
But in a fury,
take the Dragonhorn.
King Conrad, you have my word and my hammer that I will protect your people. It is my personal intention to head directly to the Cold Lands.
Yes, we intend to travel north.
I'd like my friends to join me, but I cannot speak for them.
We are with you. You need only ask.
Anna, correct
Yes.
me if I'm wrong.
All right.
I have read tomes in my short stint at a certain collegiate university.
Strixhaven.
Yes.
Locked out.
I spent one night in the Forbidden Libraries.
Hungover.
Hi.
I said hungover.
And I stumbled across a tome that spoke of an ancient draconian blood magic that would
Continue.
allow one or many to seal their promise under pain of death. Perhaps it is time that those who sit at this table take this oath. I do not know the way myself. Maybe you or one of our kind might. For we cannot risk these plans to fall into the wrong hands.
I agree. And
As barbaric as it may sound.
the Metallic Council of Mages would like to see it the same.
If you are willing to risk your life in this war, you should be willing to take this brand.
Sarissa speaks up. I agree with them. In fact, destruction of the Brackenhorn is of utmost importance. It's a gift from Tiamat in the first Dragonfall War between dragons and giants. It almost turned the tide of battle until Unarmed destroyed it, but now it's been resurrected. Each blast empowers chromatic dragons, strengthens them, and corrupts the minds of those around it, bending them to Tiamat's will. In the first war, brother turned against brother. Please, it must be destroyed at all cost.
Then I believe it is decided.
There is no life after this war. If Tiamat is not defeated. My friends, you have come to our home. And it is what we ask of you. You want to be able to go back to your homes. They will not exist if she reigns.
You will never know peace.
Melandrak shakes his head. I've heard quite enough of dragons and giants. What about the elves and the sylvan folk? You will go up north to the cold lands and leave my people to die? You should be on the front lines sacrificing yourselves instead of some petty quest.
Melindrock, I believe we spoke of this already.
Yes, we did. I would support you, but not that you would run away.
We are not running away. You must understand that the front lines of this war are fought on more than one front.
How dare you raise your voice at me?
Oh, can it, old man?
Silence, Faerun.
Apologies.
I respect that. Thank you. I only care about my people.
As we care about ours. Our daughter is in the Cold Lands.
We are all one people. If we are not, we will fall to Tiamat.
Give me persuasion advantage, please.
I'd like to put my hand on John's shoulder, cast guidance.
Okay.
Yes. You are right. So you can roll another d4.
Let's say...
Do you need one?
No, I got it. That's 26.
Okay. He puts his head down, seems to be taking something in. Fine. If Razgor can provide me reinforcements, then you can go on your quest. But you best succeed.
We will.
Oh, we will.
We have much love for the elven people.
Indeed.
It is not that we have forgotten them, or do not care.
Even if they have forgotten us.
We can't help protect you if we're divided amongst ourselves. And we need to defeat the Drakenhorn to stay united. So
Indeed. It will prevent further division.
Romalia puts her hand on King Monarch's shoulder. And she says, the kingdoms of the elves and Silver people will fight back this invasion. Because if we do not, and the center falls, the Sea of Swords is next. And there will be no hope if Tiamat and her armies take it.
For my friends from the Cold Lands, so I turn to Sir Ether that you were speaking with, right?
Yes.
Now, in terms of...
Dellen Winterbound?
No,
No,
shoot.
Dellen. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Who's Sir Ether? Sorry, the other person.
That's the one that Faerun
Nope.
spoke to.
Yep, that's
No,
what you
is
talked
it-
to. That's the Adventurers Guild. No, it's Winterbound. That's who I meant.
Yeah, that's what I assumed.
Yeah, sorry. I messed up names.
I'll give him a little thumbs up.
Oh,
So Winterbound,
yes.
we need a guide in the Cold Lands. They are your home.
I'm from Icewind Dale.
Shit!
You need the king of the dwarves.
Oh my god, it's different from... Oh my god.
You need the one that you
I'm
talked
so
to.
sorry.
The
That was
king
already
of the dwarves.
Back it up! Okay, I'm trying to take notes!
I know, you're doing good. It's no problem.
No!
So many people.
There's so many...
It's a big council.
No! Sir Winterbound is from Icewind... Shit.
Yeah, from Icewind Dale. Yeah.
He is.
It's okay.
She needs
How
the
many
king of the
people you gonna
dwarves,
insult
right?
today?
Wait, that's... No, that's the
Yeah,
Cold
That's who we
War.
talked
Coldlands
to.
is
Go
the
to
guy that
Oh
you
my
talked
god,
to.
it's the guy we were
Yeah,
already
I talked
talking
to,
to.
yeah.
Yeah, it was the
He's
one
the
you
only
already
one.
talked to.
Was the dwarf?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was the dwarf king.
Oh,
Dwarf
okay.
king.
Sorry,
No, but
that's what I meant.
we are together in the north.
Yes. Anyways, sorry.
It's
I don't know what to say now.
Connor says, right, yes, I'll give you the information you need.
Great, thanks.
Speak with me after, if that's where you decide to go.
We'll be heading to Damara anyway. If we're going there.
How did you know? Wait, oh, you talking? Who are you talking to?
Nobody.
He's yelling it down.
Out of character.
Yeah,
He said that's where Razor sent the army.
yes,
Correct?
tomorrow, yeah.
That's where the
What's remember?
Dwarf King was talking about
Yes.
Razor's army being.
Yes, correct.
We'd probably be going there to start anyway if we're heading to the Cold Lands.
Will you? Yeah. So, Harlock sits up. Mates, wait a minute. Harua is getting attacked from two sides. I hate to jump on the soapbox, but Schult from the west and Dambrath from the east. Well, I need some help.
He's right.
Judgment.
Yes,
You have connections in Avernus, do you not?
perhaps.
And what of the dead?
You speak of the dead.
Yes, the damned, the dead.
Let me.
They fight for us?
I am putting together an army, yes. Let me show you one in particular. And he summons one undead to walk forward.
Oh my god! Is it Mambo?
Is it who? Oh, it's Is it Mambo?
Oh my god, no, Mambo's in a furnace, right?
Mambo number 5.
Mambo's literally Slayer of Gods.
Yes.
He says, we attempted to quench the rise of Tiamat at the source, piercing her presence in Avernus. I said this shit already. So, and when we did, we defeated this individual. And he motions for this undead to take their helmet off. And you see a dragonborn, mostly just a decaying corpse. What used to be probably like a red dragonborn, most unrecognizable as a symbol of Tiamat somehow fused into his flesh and bones.
Is that?
Yes. Who? Who is it? Tell me. You're smart.
Is that Archon the Cruel?
This is Archon the Cruel.
You
Yes.
kept his body.
Wait a minute. Do I recognize him? Does he look vaguely familiar?
He looks exactly. He has the same countenance exactly as Archon the Arisen. Yes, identical.
That man isn't dead.
What do you speak of?
I've seen that man on the battlefield.
That is impossible.
Razwar doesn't lie. Tell us more.
He's the one who turned the tides and summoned a gigantic demon. And my army had to retreat.
I see. This is his earthly body. His essence was absorbed by Tiamat. I fettered him in hopes that the realms would be subject, free of his cruelty. Apparently not.
Perhaps as
Any ideas on how to eliminate him permanently?
Kill him.
Did you not already attempt this?
Yes.
we have, with Razwal's help, attempted as well. All this to say, would your connections, or perhaps you and Sir Ravengard, if you are friends, while Harlock attempts to triangulate the location of the final two, help people of Holrua?
I am here in lieu of my wife, Archmage Savix. The Archmages and Mages schools of Avernus have combined a large army, and many wizards, sorcerers, and so forth, that can greatly assist in your coming battles. However, they have not lived this long by being rash. The great wars protect them from dragons and have for countless centuries. For their own sakes, they want proof that you, the heroes of Frostfires, are truly the ones who can protect the realms. And then they will commit their magics. They want to see the masks in your possession.
What
if
if
we
I can
ga-
promise them the economy of the City of Brass? Trade.
They have so much power. They care not for that.
Gathering the masks is a trap. It must be.
No, I don't.
I agree with
It
John.
has to be a trap.
I agree
If
with
we
John.
gather the masks, then Tiamat swoops in at a moment's notice, just as she did when Willow was born.
We destroy them one by one.
Do we
Find
even know
one, we
how?
destroy it. I'm sure your scholars have ideas of how to destroy them.
They are indestructible, legend says. However, I can do some research.
All right.
No more than one at a time, though.
We find one, and while we find it, your scholars help us figure out how to destroy it.
We must keep them separate if we find them.
All right. We can also, if we find them, entrust masks to different cities.
The
But
leaders
only
of this council.
those who will take the brand.
Indeed.
Yes. One can stay with the dwarves, with the elves, with us here in Green Hollow, with the humans in the Sword Coast.
Mr. Judgment, you're from Candlekeep, you said? You're here from... Is that not a massive repository of knowledge?
Yes, I am quite smart.
I was picking up on that. Would there be any resources that any research that we could do there about the masks? Is there any history about Tiamat Rising before? I mean, anything.
It is cyclical.
Right. So is there any anything?
I will look. Give you the information I can find. I cannot tell you that it would be of value, but you will have something.
All right, thank you.
So what have we come to? We will go to the Cold Lands. We'll send reinforcements to the elves. We find the masks, we separate them, we give them to the leaders of this council, those who are willing to make the bond.
And neighbors talk to neighbors and
And
protect
for
each other.
Horua is, if you ask for aid, Halak,
Mate, we can't give aid until our borders are secure.
He's right.
who do we have left? And I'm just like looking amongst the table.
He has forces to spare.
We got forces if you got booze.
I think we can handle that.
And then,
And Queen
Is
Sarissa.
that the Adventurers Guild?
Yes.
Guy?
yes.
That's Sir Ether.
yes, or Ether. And then, Sir Ravengard puts his fist down. Since the Sword Coast is protected for now, we can divide up our troops.
Excellent.
All right. We'll send some to what? The west.
Both the
But we do not
central and
have
the
too
south.
much. We've lost many soldiers in Avernus, so
Send them to the western coast of Horua.
not to the center to support the elves.
Probably
Raswell's
split 'em.
troops are going there.
I thought Razwar's troops were pinned down in the north.
What troops are you talking about? Out of character.
The ones that we retreated with
Oh.
after the giant demon got
Aren't they
summoned.
back? Aren't they here?
No, they're in Damara over in the north.
Yeah.
That's where they
Well, as
ran
we
to
go
basically.
Wasn't what you were saying earlier, as we go north, we release them and we send them south
To the central.
to the central
What if we go to the
area.
Cold Lands, just the six of us?
Have we heard from Princess Sandra from the Sword Coast?
I mean, I figured it would just be the six of us.
I'm saying we release.
She's just staring at John.
We release the army that's in the north. They go protect the center.
Surely we have forgotten of a force that we can muster. Who has armies?
Who are you talking to in particular?
No, I think
about you.
I think again. I think the plan is we go north. We go north to the Cold Lands. We release the troops. We send them to guard the center of the continent. Then we have
So
whatever-
Ravengard's people go to Horua.
So Ravengard's people go to Horua, and any other forces they can muster.
Perhaps
And you see the
I was gonna
princess
look at-
kind of just like,
Princess
Sandra.
Xandra.
Yes. Is there something I can help you with?
She's stroking her beard.
Princess Sandra.
Princess
Need your help.
Princess Sandra.
I'm dead.
If you were to have forces,
Children with, oh, what?
yes. That's an intriguing question. Do you have a force which you can offer for our purposes of war?
John has a force.
I have a very strong force, John.
I believe that.
John, I'll give you all my forces if you just come with me to the back room and we can discuss everything.
He would like to do that. It is settled.
We do not trade
You
in
have been
power
sacrificed
games.
by your wife.
For the greater good.
We do not trade in power games. That is not fair. That is not good.
Okay, well, then I think you have all the places covered then.
Good. We head north. But
Oh,
I think the last person we haven't heard from at this table is
Sarissa.
Rian Nightshade, right?
we haven't heard from Sarissa.
No, you don't
Oh,
have to
Sarissa's-
Oh, yes, we did.
Yeah.
the Dragonhorn, yeah.
Where is Sir Estival sending his
Yeah.
troops?
In the north.
Great.
His troops were the Griffin, they're already going north.
What about
'Cause
Lady
it's-
Kazakura?
Oh, I don't know. She's just kind of sitting there.
And I'm gonna turn.
Oh, yeah. Icewind Dale, right?
Anyone else?
No.
Oh, no, sorry, that was Winterbound. My notes are.
Lady Kazakura.
Yes.
You did not have the pleasure to meet our friend, and I point up, and Alice, who studied
I'm
in,
going to be sliding down the ladder at that point.
who studied in the fall.
There's no ladder.
Oh.
It's just an
Yes.
open skylight.
Oh, I'm going to drop down then. I'm used to this now.
You could just fall down and fall like on your face or back.
Oh, dude, that's the hero landing.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah,
Superhero
okay.
landing.
Okay.
I think you would like to speak with him.
Okay, yeah. So you go and fall, and everyone looks over like,
I pull out a
He's
bottle
with
of J-Dub's toilet wine. Chuck it over to the guy from the Adventurers Guild who's drunk.
Yes!
payment.
And I go over and
Oh my God, where is this from? Is this Wellington Wells?
You bet.
what's your
Just
name
for
now?
you, my
Yes,
friend.
it's your favorite.
Lady Kazakura.
We like cheap, shitty wine.
Same, bro.
And I'll head over and I'll stand behind Lady Kazakura
Okay,
and lean in so we can talk.
okay. She says, and Alice, I've not seen you in quite some time.
It's my pleasure to see you again, ma'am.
Did you know that? Should we be talking to the council or?
What do you have to offer to the council?
There's nothing to offer. The Emperor of Kartur will not fight. He is behind the Dragon Wall and content. Wa will help, though. However, we cannot pass through the Horde lands.
Where the Horde lands?
Basically, from what I understand right now, Tiamat's army is splitting us from the Far East. They're literally like the middle of the continent. They're
It's
on the
like-
Far East on the other side of a giant protective
They're
wall.
like the Dothraki, basically.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they've gone crazy with power since everything's destabilized.
That will have to be addressed.
We'll figure it some way. But I do appreciate you coming to offer your help, at the very least,
Yes.
lady.
Well, Anna,
Yes, John?
about this spell.
Can you accomplish it for us?
Yes, of course. We shall begin the ritual. And she creates, in the middle of the table, there's some ancient dragon sigils that appear, and fire follows them as she creates them on the table. And then they each
Nice.
flow to each seat in the table, right? And in front of you, there's like a small circle with a fire around it, and like what was the wooden table there becomes sort of clay. She says, "Is ready for your palm prints."
So we basically have to place our hands?
Yeah.
Neat. Slam.
All right.
Those who stand with us, this is your time.
Okay, everybody but Rian does it. Who's been on her phone? Who's been counting money the whole time?
On her phone.
What? Sorry.
Together now for all people.
I'd like to make eyes with Razwul because he was the one who talked to her to like.
I'll walk over by her as well.
Do you not want to put your palm down on the?
I'm not even at my seat yet.
Okay.
I was over by Lady Kazakura.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna walk past her because she's not paying attention, not doing it. And I just set a bag with gold in it next to her. And then I continue to my seat.
Great. And we all put our hands.
Okay.
I'm gonna look over at Ed and just be like, nice.
Nice.
What does this feel like?
So as your hand enters the clay, it's a cold feeling that sort of squirms around your fingers, right? And it covers your whole hand and then sucks down like a vacuum. And as you let go, it's a print. Now it's calcified.
Oh, like in front of each of us, like the
Yes.
whole table.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then it all rescinds almost like in like rewind motion, like. And then in the center, there is a little sigil of Tiamat. Sorry. reverse. Bahamut. Traitor! Traitor to all of you. Of Bahamut.
Right.
Your promise
Just
is
kind of
your
like-
lifeblood.
Burned into the table or
Yes,
something
correct.
now?
And all the names are around it.
Oh, okay, cool.
In Draconic. Whoever can speak that.
Not I.
Sean.
Your
Thank you.
promise is your lifeblood. Remember that.
And they all nod. Mostly in agreement.
We are very grateful you traveled far and wide to come here today.
Who all did handprints?
Everybody.
did.
Everybody.
Oh, so okay, they did. Okay.
Yeah.
The only one who hesitated was from the
Moneybags McGee.
merchant. Moneybags McGee.
Scrooge.
Ebenezer.
If you hadn't paid her, I would have just said, "Don't worry, I'll be her counter." She doesn't keep her word. She gets my axe.
Okay, so
I love the image of this like table with all of our like handprints and
With our names and
emblazoned in
draconic.
it.
That's cool. Okay, so
okay.
we've made the bond. Now that if any final words?
But the
Any final
first-
words? Yes.
Not, you are all welcome here as not just fellow soldiers, but as our friends. So please make yourselves comfortable.
And it says, "For the heroes of Frostfire! Here, here!"
Let the first Council of Legends be convened.
It is
Be
done.
concluded.
Adjourn.
Yeah.
Here.
All right. And pretty quickly, some people get up and leave, like King Melodrak and others, but some stay around and are chit-chatting.
I think someone just dragged John off.
Damn, I would like to take this moment to go and seek out judgment.
Oh.
Judgment! I'd like to seek out judgment.
Give me judgment.
I'm literally half a step behind you.
Oh, interesting. So you both walk up at Judgment, who's just getting up, and he's casting some kind of spells on his undead soldiers. And he looks at you, raises an eyebrow, and then looks at Razwar and says, "I have my eye on you." And that's what we're going to call this episode.
That's so. Yes!
Okay.
That was awesome, DM.
Very good, very good.
Thank you.
Great.
If you like what you see here, please remember
To
Smite
that like button.
Ring that
Ring the notification bell. Subscribe.
Leave a comment down below.
Leave a comment down below.
We love your comments.
Thank you so much,
Yay!
I love this. Thank you for watching. See you soon. What happens after the council? Who is Judgment? I'm losing my whole costume.
Bye!
Bye.
Bye-bye.